Dealers, James here at Amendment Wholesale. Let's take a look at a new line of optics that is absolutely challenging the realm of tactical glass, especially as these won't necessarily break the bank. Now, you may be asking what or who is Swampfox Tactical Optics? Great question. I had the same. And a deep dive into their company will show they are not just any company out there. They know who they are, what they offer, and where they are headed. And you can see all of that on their website. Now, kind of cool, they were born on the 4th of July in 2018 and based in Inglewood, Colorado. And this company's mission is to make you a better warrior, or at least give you an edge, by designing and building reliable, high-performance technical optics at prices that won't break the bank. Simple enough. And it speaks well in times like these as inflation rises. And you gotta love this. These patriots want every red-blooded American to recreate like a warrior, which they believe is an exercise in American freedom and is how we as individuals maintain our well-regulated militia. 2 thumbs up there. And if that doesn't get you going, the company is named after Francis Marion, aka the Swampfox. And if you don't know who that guy is, the Swampfox learned guerrilla tactics from the Native Americans in the French and Indian War, then used what he learned to lead his militia force in lightning raids against the Redcoats and their supply lines, disrupting the British Southern strategy designed to finish off those pesky American colonists. Now, they also claim that his battle record is 58-1, and since I like movies, this is a spot to give a little nod to The Patriot, one of my personal favorite movies, which is loosely based on the Swampfox. So, this is where they are coming from, and to add to this, they have a 50,000 rounds guaranteed program. And we will link to a video below to show how it works. It makes a lot of sense. No BS, just honoring their product. And I certainly chuckled when I watched the video, maybe you will as well. So, what are the reviews on these products? Well, we will link a few of those below, but honestly, in a nutshell, they stand up, and the word most associated with them, budget. You will see these go head to head with the best optics out there, and yet they are sold at a lower price. Now, there's a video out there that literally states best duty grade budget LPVO or low powered variable optic ? And they bring up a good question. How much value can you get without cutting too many corners? And honestly, Swampfox really does provide that answer with these very good products that don't cut corners. So let's take a look at all the optics we have here at Amendment Wholesale. Let's start with the red dot sights. We have here the Swampfox Justice Macro Reflex Red Dot Sight. The Justice version is the large window size with 27mm diameter and red dot color. It is intended for everyday carry in competition pistols, carbines, and shotguns with its narrow and short size. They are made from tough 7075 aluminum and come with shake and wake, motion sensing illumination, and scratch resistant hard coat finish. I mean, these really do check all the boxes without breaking the bank. Now, because the Justice sights are mostly meant to be used on pistols, the 1913 Picatinny low mount is sold separately, so just be aware of that, dealers. Now, as the industry moves to more optics-ready handguns, we will continue to offer them here at Amendment Wholesale and keep them in stock. And we are going to post a video below of Swampfox Mike's excellent and detailed video explaining the differences in the Swampfox pistol dots, and honestly, he completely sold me on the Justice and Liberty when he hit a target at 100 yards with his Glock 2.6. Very simple display of the capabilities of these pistol dots, even though I don't need a Justice or Liberty when I got Justice and Liberty right here. Anywho, next we have the Swampfox Liberator Circle Dot Sight with 22mm window and 2 MOA center dots small enough to take a precision shot to 200 yards. We have it in both red and green reticle. It is a super compact, highly accurate point of aim red dot sight with clear one-time magnification. And here's where it gets awesome. It is engineered to withstand 800 Gs, let me repeat that, 800 Gs of impact. It is waterproof, fog resistant, and features hydrophobic and anti-scratch coatings on the ruby red anti-glare lenses. And I personally like a good red dot with a co-witness since it is how I was trained in the military, so I like the setup I put together here with the Liberator and backup AIM Sports iron sights on my LWRCI Second Amendment Exclusive Edition AR pistol. Yes, this brings it all. Now moving on here, we have the Kingslayer. With a name like that, it had better bring it, and it does. The Swampfox Kingslayer Micro Reflex with red dot in black combines a lot of what we have seen so far and keeps it super compact with a 22mm wide lens. It also adds more options with 3 reticle options that allows for fast target acquisition with both eyes open while focusing on the target. And with the Kingslayer versus the Justice, you get the option for the RMR compatible footprint for reciprocating pistol slides, or the Kingslayer comes with a low profile 1913 mil standard Picatinny mount already installed. And again, this bad boy is waterproof, fog resistant, with scratch resistant anti-glare lens coating. These are awesome. Now jumping from red dots, let's take a look at the Prism scopes where we have these two to choose from, the Tri-Hawk and the Blade. Both Prisms have a reticle housing with chemically etched reticle and fast focus adjustable ocular lens to not only help shooters with astigmatism or other medical eye issues, but versus the red dot, it allows shooters to continue to shoot without battery and or utilize with bright weapon lights at close range and not get washed out with the light. But the big difference between the Blade and the Tri-Hawk is their use, which dictates what reticle they come with. This can get a little confusing as the Blade comes with a revolutionary BRC reticle, also known as the bullet rise compensating reticle. Now this is different compared to the BDC reticle, bullet drop compensation, we know from a lot of other optics. Yes, the difference being rise versus drop. Now, the Prism Blade was specifically created with the BRC or rise to optimize the firearm for home defense and law enforcement, especially in the realm of close quarter shooting. The Blade is accounting for close quarter shooters who know you need to aim a little high up close. The Blade optic accounts for this and offers dedicated holds for 5, 10, and 15-yard distances when used on an AR-15 or similar platform. So the goal here is you have a shake and wake optic ready to pick up and go close. It's really a rather brilliant concept. I would want to train specifically for those holds, but in essence, it's a very good idea there. And this is versus the Tri-Hawk with choice of MOA or BDC reticles, which have been typically used in ACOGs and are more known to shooters. In fact, these reticles actually look very similar to the ACOGs I have used in the military, so the Tri-Hawk really gives you that 3 magnification edge, and with the 30mm view, you'll see a 52-foot field of view from edge to edge at 100 yards. You're really starting to reach out there with this optic with bullet drop compensation all the way down to 40 MOA or even an 800-yard holdover on the BDC. Ooh, beautiful. And last but not least, certainly not least, since low power variable optics are extremely popular with shooters, hunters, tactical bubbas, and all the likes, since they can essentially combine all those categories, let's take a look at the Swampfox Tomahawk LPVO series rifle scope. Like the Prisms, they have illuminated etched reticles with, well, here's a fun title, the Gorilla Dot BDC and the Gorilla Cross MOA. Both deliver rapid target acquisitions, especially at 1 times power, and then these two reticles sport preset holdovers for your targets out to 600 yards, since this is the mid-range LPVO. And here's where it gets gorgeous. With the included throw lever, you can crank up your magnification with a second focal plane and see exactly what the reticle looks like at longer distances. And my personal favorite is the Gorilla Dot BDC because it is actually calibrated for the AR platform with 16-inch barrel using 5.56 NATO, 55 grain FMJ, and it has shoulder ranging bars. What can I say? I like to range off of shoulders. That's the military in me. It also comes with 3 different magnifications on the Tomahawk, 1 to 4, 1 to 6, and 1 to 8. This particular Tomahawk is 1 to 4. And I have to say another element Swampfox got right is their website. It's just slick and easy to use with a dedicated section to showing you a very good idea of what the sight picture and reticle look like when viewed. And there is a long list of videos on their YouTube channel that shows excellent information for dealers to make decisions on purchases and arm them with the information to sell these optics. As I spoke earlier in the video about Swamp Mike, he does great no-nonsense looks at the benefits of these optics and really puts them through the ringer. And there you have it, some incredible, well-made American optics with a sweet name that won't break the bank. What more could you ask for? Head over to our website now to check out what's in stock and get your order in now. And one more thing. If you like what we are doing here and want to keep up with us, smash that subscribe button down there under the video. It helps us know you care. And you do care, don't you? Don't you?